8.3 Day 3, Finding the Surface Area of a Cone. Today we will be talking about the surface area, and if you notice there's going to be two different surface areas that you have to find and add together. The first is the area of the curved surface. That's called the lateral surface area, and that formula is pi r L, where L is the slant height. Then you also have to find the area of the base, and just like before, the area of the base is the capital B. So if I find the exact area of the curved surface, I need my lateral surface area formula, and it says exact, so I'm going to leave it as pi r for radius and L for slant height. So I have pi, my radius is 5, my slant height is 15. So if I multiply and simplify, that gives me 75 pi, and since it's area or surface area, it's square units. So that is just for the curved surface. Down here then, it says what is the total surface area of the cone. Find both the exact value and approximate value. Use 3.14 as the approximate. So now we're finding the total surface area. So I have to find the area of the base, which is the circle, and add it together to this one. So I have the area of the base, which would be pi radius squared plus my lateral surface area I found is 75 pi. Well, my radius is 5, so 5 squared is 25. So I have 25 pi plus 75 pi. To simplify, that would give me 100 pi square centimeters. Oops, and I forgot the pi there. Make sure you don't forget that because that makes a big difference. That means you're taking it times approximately 3.14. So 100 pi square centimeters. So that would be the exact surface area of the cone. For my approximate one then, I will take that 3.14 and replace the pi with it. So 100 times 3.14 is equal to 314 square centimeters. Remember, this one's approximate. It does usually mean more to us because we know what 314 is. Sometimes it's harder to know the exact amount when it's left in terms of pi. Okay, so real quickly, we're going to take a break from the math part and bring up our math joke. If you look here, it says, "This, and it was delicious." So if you can figure out what this is, make sure you tell me tomorrow what it was. That's your challenge for tomorrow. If I look here then, we are looking at the cone. It says the wrapper of a frozen yogurt cone has an area of 159 square centimeters. The radius of the cone is 4 centimeters. Find the slant height of the cone to the nearest tenth. So if I look here, it says the wrapper only of the frozen yogurt cone has an area of 159 square centimeters. So I'm going to use, it's just the lateral surface area is equal to 159 because it's talking about the curved surface only. So we have to remember what our formula was for the curved surface. And that's the lateral surface area, which is equal to pi r L. So we have that surface area, the lateral surface area is 159. It says to use the approximation of pi as 3.14 times the radius of 4 times our slant height, which is what we're looking for. If I simplify that right-hand side, I have 159 is equal to 12.56 L. Now I have to solve for L, so I divide both sides by 12.56. Cancels out. On that side I'm left with L. 159 divided by 12.56. And if you notice, it says round to the nearest tenth up here. So I get approximately 12.7. So if I look here, the slant height of the cone, so L, is approximately 12.7 centimeters. Our last one here, obviously, is still involving a cone. It says a cone-shaped roof has a radius of 14 feet and a slant height of 17 feet. The roof is covered completely with glass. The cost of the glass is $40 per square foot. What is the cost of covering the roof with glass? Use 3.14 as an approximation for pi. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mark the parts that they gave me. It says it has a radius, and obviously this is going to be drawn very accurately, but I can get an idea. It's 14 with the slant height of 17. If I'm talking about the roof, that is just the lateral surface area. So I don't need to find the area of the whole thing, just the lateral surface area, which again is pi r L. So pi, they said to use 3.14 times the radius of 14 times my lateral height of 17. So that gives me approximately 747.32 square feet. I have to look at the question again. It doesn't ask me what the lateral surface area is. It says, what would be the cost of covering the roof? Well, it's $40 per square foot. So now I need to take this times 40 to get the total cost. So my total cost would be $29,892.80. Quite an expensive roof there to place with glass. Okay, your guided practice for today is page 150 and 151, 10 and 11, and then page 152, 12 and 13.